I'd heard of the Stetson hat. I didn't know there was a John B. Stetson until they called me. And so I immediately looked him up online, and I watched all those videos from their company about his history. And I, came here, and I walked around campus, and I saw some historical paintings and sculptures and different things like you've got laid out on the table. And I got a kind of a flavor and a taste for what he had done, how he funded it. Like, I read the history of DeLand and his connection to Henry DeLand and how he saved the university and all that. And then I was like, okay, so this guy is like this integral figure to the university, and they wanted to put him on a bench because they wanted him approachable. They wanted so you could sit with him. I started thinking about the center, the Welcome Center, and the fact that it's at the front. That it's like one of the first things you see when you come in. And I was like, they were having me do drawings with the hat on the bench, on his knee. I was feeling kind of like, this isn't creative enough. I want to do something more. So I had my model who I'd hired just start doing things with the hat, and he jokingly said he did this. I'm like, wait a minute, that's it. That's I'm going to propose that, And so the tipping of the hat thing was something it just fell upon when working with the model. Like everything on there, you have to research it and say, would he have worn this? How would he have worn it? If he was walking around and sat down, would he have his coat closed or open? Like all those things, you have to think of all those things. It's just like doing theater. When you're composing it, it's like doing a theatrical play, but it's still. Just judging from people who encountered it in the studio back in Chicago, and some of the people have encountered it here, I think it has a character to it that people are going to like. It's welcoming. It has it's inviting. People want to sit with it, And part of my artwork in the last 10 years, I've tried to do things in my artwork where people interact with the art. The art is not like the 19th century, not like above you and hovering and like this man who is very authoritarian who was a good guy. More like he was a man like you or me and just, or a woman, and they're just kind of at your level, you see?